and the NRF, the situation with the appointment to the NRF board and the oversight committee is just another typical example of them trying to dominate and control, and an example of them not wanting to have transparency and oversight and accountability in the oil sector.
APNU AFC Member of Parliament and Chairman of the People's National Congress Reform, Shurwayne Holder, during a telephone interview with Nightly News on Thursday. His view comes a day after the 9 members of the Committee of Appointments met to decide on the name of one representative from the National Assembly to sit on the Natural Resource Fund Board of Directors. For context, when the amended Natural Resource Fund Bill was read to the National Assembly for the first time, it was touted by the government as a stronger law to govern the use of the country's oil resources. The government, in its justification for the amendment, argued that the 2019 Act, which was drafted by the APNU AFC, gave extensive power to the Minister of Finance. To correct this, the government amended the Act and included a board of directors to manage the oil fund. According to the Act, the board of directors shall comprise of no less than 3 and not more than 5 members who shall be appointed by the President, one of whom shall be appointed chairperson. The Act further states that the members of the board shall be elected from among persons who have wide experience and ability in legal, financial, business, or administrative matters, one of whom shall be nominated by the National Assembly, and one of whom shall be a representative of the private sector. To this end, on January 19, a motion was filed by the Senior Minister with responsibility for Finance, Dr. Ashni Singh, asking the National Assembly to nominate one member for the NRF Board of Directors. Consequently, 3 nominees were announced by the government: Dunstan Barrow, Hamley Case, and Clement Seeley. However, those names were not positively received by the opposition members, who said that they will be submitting a separate list of nominees. Against this background, the names presented by the opposition on Wednesday were Vincent Adams, Clive Thomas, Christopher Ram, and Elson Lowe, Holder disclosed.
What they did was to make a short list of this short list, if you understand what I mean. We had a short list, and they made a short list of that short list, and of 4 persons. All three of their nominees, and they added Christopher Ram.
He said that the opposition members were forced to protest for the inclusion of Vincent Adams' name to that short list. But at the end of the voting exercise, Dunstan Barrow was chosen to sit on the NRF Board of Directors in a majority vote.
And so they pushed it to a vote and we walked out before that vote because we would not take part in that.
According to Holder, the nominees presented by the opposition were far more superior than the names on the government's list.
Gail Teixeira at the onset, tried to steer the committee in the direction of finance and law. And it was based on that I nominated Christopher Ram, and we produced his CV also to prove that he is a superior candidate.
For the HDP Nightly News, Kendell Richmond.